Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Returning it, John Ross. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their second-year quarterback from NC State. It's Ryan Finley.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 16 carries, 59 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
On second down, here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and the Bengals have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11. From the gun, Finley. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Finley. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Finley sets to throw on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Pass thrown away, and
from the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw again, Finley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
An early may be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
Makes the score Bengals 3, Jaguars 0.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew. But I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle, forced him onto the field in the 2nd quarter of Week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with Gardner Minshew leading their team.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
On second and 10, it's Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Sean Williams
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
On second and 7, Minshew, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Finley working out of the gun. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Mixon. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Finley, he gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Finley now from the 50. He completes it to Boyd.
Finley
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 45-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Jaguars nothing.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Mixon with a first down carry. It's a pickup 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this is caught at the 8. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
That's complete right around the 8. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Brought him down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Finley. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
By Josh Allen. A loss of 10 yards.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Jaguars nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Minshew sets to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Minshew, he's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Jacksonville.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Finley. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Finley. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's Minshew, a gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bengals' 33-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Gain of 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Ryan Finley sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovered.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Down at the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
and 7 yards.
The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 20.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Here's Finley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him, to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
At their own
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Three yards remain for second down. They go play action. Finley. And that's going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third and short yardage, Finley. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A gain of 7.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a third quarter in Houston. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up
from the shotgun, Finley.
At the 31-yard line.
He's got Green. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Finley throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. That one caught by Ozigbo, his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. To Thompson on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down at 8.
It's a gain of a yard.
Newton going to pass it out of the shotgun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Finley. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college.
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting? He's in danger.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to